Imagine if Ford do an electric Mustang. Skelly, just refresh your page, bro. It often happens that your audio and video will desync if you get a break in your feed. I've no idea, Smaller Cobra. I've not been keeping an eye on it. I don't think there's any such thing as the best CPU. There's like the best CPU for a certain thing, certain task. It's a bit like saying what's the best car, you know? Well, it depends what you're trying to do with it. Electric Mustang would be like a nuclear-powered Greenpeace ship. Oh dear. Crusader! PL, thank you for your support, Crusader, and welcome to the Nut House. Thanks for the nutty welcome, guys. I think Twitch has had a few issues all night, Hargreaves. Mr. Ryback, hiding in the basement watching the stream whilst my fiance's wedding shower goes off. Wants all the new kitchen stuff. Oh boy, Ryback, you sound like you're trapped. Thank you for the support, sir. Makes no sense to me, that at all. It's a Dacia, maybe it broke down. Right, looks like Lord Dorleshire's rocked up. Bobber, dude, I'm not even thinking about that yet. Hey? Yeah, he's saying, have you any idea what you're going to stream over Christmas? Like, Christmas doesn't even enter my head until about the 20th of December, then I start thinking about it. Like a glove. Hang on, Doyle. Just a minute, Doyle. Perfect delivery this time. No shenanigans with tipping trailers, eh? Mr. Ryback. I am about 50 women and me. There's no escape. Thank God for the stream and beer. Mr. Ryback's trapped in the basement watching my stream while his fiance's wedding shower goes off. He's got like 50 women in the house and he's sat in the basement with beer and a stream.
Don't get too drunk. You might want me in a fluffy...
Oh yeah, you're probably taxi for the home journey, aren't you? Dolly, you stink. You stink, pal. You smell like some old socks. You really honks. You need a bath, pal. You're absolutely honk. Third hand hype. There it goes. Eventually made it. Old sock smell hype. You're not joking. Honestly. Get a peg from my nose. What have you been doing? It's not like he jumped into a Like
Hoover bag.
a stream or something?
He smells like a Hoover bag.
What's a wedding shower? It's like a get-together. Have you ever heard of a baby shower? Similar thing. No, he needs a bath now, Chris. He really does. Unlikely, Thomas. I'm not going to say that, Hibbs. Don't tell Mrs. Squirrel, but Paul wants to buy a 65-inch TV on Black Friday. No, that was last year. That's old. That's old news. That was last year.
Again. We haven't got a wall big enough for another one.
Happy anniversary.
Cresshead, thank you for 11 months. Schmackos.
Aye, 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 aye.
Jules says hello, Mrs. Squirrel. And Dragon Hero says, Go! Dragon Hero! Yeah, jab gone, yeah. Watch for the old spit on the mic there. None of that. Wait, what? I want to buy a tandem bike.
Oh, apparently they're really hard to ride.
Yeah, I imagine they are. But I'd hate to be the one at the back. Sat there and you're pedaling but you can't steer. How annoying would that be? Right, Dora, you're done with your schmackos and stuff. Do you want to say bye-bye? Do you want a high five? Oh, yeah, cheesy bites. Say bye-bye. See you later. Have fun. So does Phil. Huh? Can I have, coffee?
No, oh, hi.
Came back in time to see door, just about.
Aye, aye, aye.
I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I nearly sneezed. Right, I'm just gonna nip for a very quick bio break. Dave84, I go AFK for a while, come back to see just in time to see Doyle. And Doyle of the TV was last year. Was it Black Friday that Paul that can't tell Mrs. Squirrel? Yes, that was when I got the TV. Right, I'll be back in a sec. Just need a quick bio. Back. Thanks. Right. Just lock in the old wheel casters. So, I've got a cup of coffee. And midstream snacks. These are the chili things. Chili parcels. They're very nice, these. They're nice and light. And then for afters, single Twix. That crunch. They're really nice, those. Right, let's see what job we can get. Oh yeah, always bring snacks.
Happy anniversary.
Concrete floors, blimey. A Volvo bus down to Bologna. Sounds good. I think this one is the right Twix. A train heavy cargo.
Aye, 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 aye.
Happy anniversary.
Should we take the bus or the bus or the train? The bus goes further. Six pack, thank you for 34 months. Lord Reaper, thank you for the bits. I heard that Ford is making a four-door Mustang, and they might name it the Falcon. Now remember the TV debacle didn't end well. Bus it is. Yes, Frosty. Well, I only locked two of them, to be fair. A GT Omega cell pack for £10, I sell a set of 5 locking casters. And if you put them on all the... just replace everything. And then you just need to reach down and lock 2. Yes, it's Pro Mod. Good night, Flamingo. Any plans for the week? I've got some flying booked, so we'll just have to see how the weather goes. Blimey. I want to do some flight simming this week. So I have to see where that's at. I don't know, Ferdy. I don't know, bro. You just have to wait and see. Ooh, she's put what's in here? Oh, it's a mix-ups. Oh, these are my absolute favourites. It's actually Walker's mix-ups. So it's got French fries, what's-its. So good. Have you seen the Aldi and Argos adverts? Don't know if I have actually, Dave. Oh, you can't say that now, Mark. You can't say it's a manly truck. That's sexist. I can't buy man-sized tissues, and you can't say that's a manly truck. You have to say that's a person truck. And these are person tissues. Otherwise, someone might get offended. Exactly, trucks have no gender, so how can it be a manly truck? Same with tissues. Thomas, 1, 2, 3? 4 years since you last watched. Blimey, bro. What are we going to do about the fact that traditionally we've always we've referred to ships as she? Does that mean we're not allowed to do that now? Are we banned from doing that? Mark, Dew Point. And in case you didn't know, my tongue is firmly in my cheek on this one. What about the French? Because the French have male and female, like, nouns, don't they? Like la table. So the table is female. So how's that going to work? Because that's technically sexist. Why is it not a male table? In Italian, the table's a man. Is it really? I thought it came from... Did it come from Latin? Is that where it came from? Did Latin have male and female for objects? Yeah, so that's where it came from, but somewhere along the line, English ignored the whole thing and went, that's silly. I thought Italian would have kept it, though. Hey, hello. Yeah, Mothercare, exactly. Mothercare's going to have to change their name. Are they saying that dads can't look after babies now? Is that what they're saying? Calling it Mothercare? How sexist is that? What about, like, gay dads who have got a kid? They're going into Mothercare? Have you really, Whippy? You've got parent care. That's cool. Well, Santosh, they already on the I think it was London Underground, or it was either that or Transport for London. They, was it last year, the year before, got rid of the ladies and gentlemen thing. Because they had complaints from genderless people saying, I don't want, you know, because I don't identify as a man or a woman, so that's not inclusive. So they changed their announcements. They changed them from like ladies and gentlemen to something like good afternoon passengers or something weird. They just refer to them now in a neutral way. Well, you can HST, but nobody points it out. No, it is like a Monty Python scene. That's what Monty Python humor was about, was taking the mick out of like things like that. I think they should just call us life forms. That covers the bases, doesn't it? Don't say ladies and gentlemen, just say life forms. I would love to get on a train and have the announcement just go, welcome to the life forms, welcome to the 9:30 train to London. Argue with that one. And, you know, if they did that, that would also cover the situation where if aliens do turn up and decide to take the train, you're already covered, because you've already said life forms, haven't you? The only place that it would fall down is if some, like, android, some AI got on the train, and then he would take offense then. The android would take offense and say, well, I'm not technically a life form. I'm inorganic, so now I'm offended. But that would be down the line quite a bit, wouldn't it? Well, Captain Jack, if an alien ever got on London Underground, he'd probably leave the planet. He'd take one look at the London Underground and be like, I'm not staying on this planet. There's a guy in this morning that identified himself as an alien. That's the thing. You can identify yourself now as whatever you want because it's your right. I think I might identify myself as a squirrel. A genderless squirrel. That'll be fun with the application forms, trying to tick the right boxes. That would be nuts, you're right. Hey, this trailer matches our truck quite nicely. I always remember years ago, they, do you remember it was in the UK, I think. Somebody petitioned for Jedi to be added as a religion. You know, on like, I think it was the annual, what do they call it? The annual register, where you put your name down and say what address you live at. Yeah, so they can identify you where you live and all that kind of thing. The census, the annual census thing. And somebody said, and apparently you need to have, I can't remember what the number is, but you have to have a certain number of people in order to create a religion. So all these people on the internet got together and signed this kind of petition to register Jedi as a religion and get it put on the census form. So you could, you could put like Roman Catholic, Protestant, Jew, whatever, and then you could tick a box that said Jedi because it was a religion, because enough people signed a petition to say it's a religion. It's just, I love stuff like that because it basically exposes the stupidness of it all. I don't know if they refused it or not, Beaker, but it's the fact that using their own rules, it was possible for you to apply. And who are they to say that that isn't a religion? That Boatum at Boatface, they turned that down, didn't they? But I think they've honoured it now on a different... There's a different ship that they're making. They've honoured the name on a different one. Something like that. Yeah, the submersible, that's it. They should have known better than to go onto the internet and ask for the name of a ship, like, honestly. I can't believe how naive they were. Oh, they were nice. Okay, Eric. Nuts is your new currency. Wasn't there a gritsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow anti-slip machinery in Doncaster? I don't know, but that sounds great. That should be a thing. The only problem with mix-ups, you need to wash your hand afterwards because it's got all this kind of dust all over it. It was a salt machine. Fantastic. So gritsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow anti-slip machinery was actually like a gritter lorry. Oh, I missed that one. That's great, that is. A recent gritter got called Philip Snowfield. Oh, genius. See, imagine if Eddie Stobart, like Eddie Stobart trucks are all named. Imagine if they opened up the naming of their trucks to the internet. This is what would happen. You love David Plowie. Fantastic. So when I used to call my car she, that's not allowed either. HST. This is what I'm saying about it. Getting a bit weird. I do remember Mr. Lonely Wolf, but I don't remember Bam Jake. I got my Twix now. They have a waiting list with their members site to name a truck. They do, Dave. Starbuck used to up the naming process to the fan club. A lot of trucks were named by fan club members. Yeah, but I didn't. That's what I'm saying, Jack. I'm saying if they opened it up to the internet. Like, within the trucking community, they'd be reasonably sensible, but if you open that up to the internet, you're asking for trouble. Callum, good night. It took you 3.5 years to get your sister's name on their new trucks. Blimey. I think it's a real shame they stopped making the Stobart TV series. Public safety, Dan, my Twix did not identify itself as left or right. It was a side neutral Twix. Yeah, the Greg series was quite good. Oh boy. My Twix identifies itself as a Kit Kat. See you, Presley. The Greg's TV series made me hungry watching it. I don't know, part of me sort of like watching what they put into their stuff. I was like, That motorbike then that just stopped, that was ridiculous. Yeah, it should be a normal. I think next week, gents. I think. I need to double check. Tom Trick, I was hosting it from like 10 o'clock last night till 5 o'clock this afternoon. Official Game Light, welcome back. 9 months Twitch baby hype, great to be part of that house. Thank you very much, Official Game Light. How weird is it for you to be sitting on the correct side in the car? Huh? It's a pretty good looking Iveco bronze. It's a classic truck. Mr. Sean Vines, thank you for 9 months. Another Twitch baby right there. I saw your Teamwork Fireworks show on Reddit and I'm quite upset I've missed that live. Wait, what? That was on Reddit, Sean? Can you drop a link in chat? Because I didn't see that. How much fuel are we on? Thanks, Sean. Let me have a quick look at that because I missed that one. Sorry your failure, try refreshing. You what, mate? Okay, why won't that load? Here we go. Seymour's firework display. You can almost see the frame drops. Okay. More like it. Awesome! That's more like a firework display. Cool. Yeah, L. Phillips, I'm not sure if there's an add-on was blocking it. If you open it in an incognito window, it loads. That was funny, Jay, yeah. Put so many fireworks in Timo's shop. So many. I think I was beginning to just give up on it at that point because it wasn't kicking off. I know, Snugs missed it. I can't believe Snugs missed that. It's so unlike Snugs to miss a My Summer Car Street. I don't know if you can get it to set off the fuel tanks. That's his favourite game, yeah. Sam the Trucker, welcome to the Net House, Sam. Thank you for your support. Appreciate that. Thanks to Nutty Welcome, guys. When I went into Timo's shop afterwards, I'd laid the entire floor with fireworks. And all the fireworks, like, pushed up against a corner. With the explosion, it just kind of pushed them out. You was working, Dave. No. Oh, more tolls. The thing is, you can't light them all at once. But anyway, what would happen is your house would burn down. You can pretty much only light one, and then you need to start running, because when you put so many fireworks down in the game, the frame rates just start to go horrendous. Yes, you can burn your house down, totally. That should be on SquirrelPlus very shortly. What are you doing, bro? Can you see the indicator? Oh my god, move over. Maybe we'll just move back anyway. Wow, it's like Hell's Angels round it. You burnt your sauna down because you left it on. Which one? The one on the island or the one at your house? You made a new forklift for that nuclear waste mission. Yeah, that's going to work a lot better, because it's like the magnet's a lot lower down for a kickoff, and it won't actually climb over the boxes. You burnt the one in the house down. Venifer24, thank you very much for subbing, Venifer, and thank you for the nutty welcome, guys. Appreciate the support. Welcome to that house. Am I in the wrong lane? I don't know yet. Stormworks is from ED. Just need a boat that will be able to transport it. Yeah, there is that. Trucker Louie, welcome back. I have never been to the Isle of Man TT, no. It was always on my list of things to do. Bologna. Can you imagine if there's cigarettes in my sub car burn your house down? I'm surprised they don't. I mean, you can. If you're smoking a cigarette and you get into bed, you'll wake up with the house on fire. Mark Dupont, welcome back. The cigarettes won't light your gas canisters tanks on fire. How does that work? The cigarettes won't light your gas canister tanks on fire. A gas... I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean. On what, Blue Belladonna? Like, if you've got your fuel inside of a gas canister or a tank, isn't it already in like a sealed environment so the cigarette won't do anything? Whereas if you fall asleep with a cigarette and it lands on your, like your bed linen, it'll start a fire. Well, if you're refueling your car, yeah. But equally, Dr. D, if you're refueling the diesel, it doesn't start a fire. If you're refueling the fuel, the petrol fumes are evaporating, and that's what ignites. Yeah, there's many ways to die in my summer car. Destination is Bologna Examar. What really makes no sense to me in my summer car is the fact that you can kill yourself. If you leave the battery plugged in on the car and you do some electrical work, you can kill yourself. Which, considering you've got a 12-volt battery, really doesn't make any sense. Like, you might get a bit of a shock off it, but you're definitely not going to die. Volts don't kill you, it's the amperes. I know, Jappymon. I'm fully aware of that. But your skin has a very high resistance. And trust me, 12 volts doesn't kill you. I know for sure.